Looks like the rain's here till 1:30.
Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, I feel like that might have been weather related. And we have just a couple minutes because we have 9 o'clock coming up. Your last summer 9 a.m.
Gotta get ready.
I'm going to participate. I'm going to be ready to listen to the few words that you're going to say.
I'm just gonna work out, warm up, go. Very Tarzan. I'm gonna embrace my inner Tarzan today and just gonna set a record for the fewest words said.
Right.
Ever.
That will be interesting. I don't know if that's the goal.
I think it's going to leave the class wondering what the hell just happened.
All kinds of things.
Yeah, and I'm going to end on time.
Well, and I have one. I want to. You're going to end on time. I heard that.
Slip that in there, huh? Slip that in there. Yeah.
How many times do you think you've ended class on time this summer at 9?
I mean, honestly, I don't think I have.
I think there was maybe a 1.
Maybe by accident. By accident.
Yeah,
it's not
your. If you were
it's got a different vibe. Like they walk in and you're like, hey, and then you're talking and you're like, oh, we need to start. Like that never happens at 5:30. Oh, we need to start class is never said. At 5:30, everybody's there looking at you like, let's go. I walked in 2 minutes. Let's start this workout.
Totally.
But 9 can show up as early as Danielle's been here since 4:30 this morning, warming up, and she's gonna watch this, and we love you.
Love you.
And like Chris and Lisa, if they're coming today, they're going to be here about 8:30. They might be out there already.
Yeah.
And, like if you roll in at 8:55, they look at you like, why are you getting so late?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then everybody's
But then
social.
some people do, coming off shift work and stuff like that. It is.
And the like. But anyway.
Yeah. I think it's important to say, hey, does anyone need to get out of here on time?
Yeah.
Then we know there are a lot of people that...
I've not done that.
Yeah.
Not done that. And I gotta get good at it because 5:30 on Tuesday, like Jody's gotta get home and make dads.
How do you handle that at school, though? I mean, you have
a bell goes off, so it don't matter.
It doesn't.
I could be mid sentence of something really important, and they walk right out of the room.
How funny would that be if we just had a bell that went off at the 45 minutes, and no matter where you were in the workout, you just left?
You're like, okay, well, I was going to do that 5th round, but coach took too long in the warm-up, so it looks like it was 4 rounds today. Yes. Yeah, but anyway.
Time management.
Yeah, well, and it was funny because when I first started coaching, I was all about it because I just didn't know, so I was like, okay, I got to start, and I would write it on my piece of paper. Start warm up. Well, I never wrote start warm up because it was the start of class, but I was like, got to be done by this. Workout starts here, and that's one of the things as I've gotten more comfortable with coaching is I've gotten less, aware of time.
Right.
So I should get better at that.
Yeah, there is a fine line I think between like getting better and more comfortable, but then still consistently doing something wrong.
Because I mean, I've been like 10 minutes. 15 minutes. Like, I've crushed it a few times where, like...
33% over the time.
4:45's rolling in, like, should they still be here? I'm like, we're almost done. Almost done.
Wrapping up from 9 a.m.
I just want to talk about one more strategy, and then we're going to start the workout.
So, listening.
Yeah.
Ways to get better at listening. Ask more questions.
Yes.
Listen to understand instead of respond. Like, actually, genuinely. So how often will you say, I've had members want to talk to me about, serious personal situations that they have going on that I know or I want to be a part of, but I want to be engaged with, and right now is not the time. Mm-hmm. So I also think it's the responsibility of like the listener to say, I've had to say things like, can we schedule a time to talk about that when we're both emotionally available?
Yeah.
So also just holding that responsibility of not getting into conversations that you really know you're not ready or capable, or you have other things going on and you have deadlines, and it's not rude to be like, hey, I really want to hear, it seems like you're having a tough time. I really would love to talk about this with you. Let's set a time that we can do it, that we can both really engage in it. I think more often than not, many of us will just be like, yeah, tell me, let's do. And then that person doesn't ever really feel heard. You never really felt like you were a valuable conversationalist. You were talking about listening, the last concept that you said.
Right.
What's it called?
Active listening. It's part of unconditional positive regard.
Unconditional positive regard.
But the idea of you're genuine, you're empathetic. I'm trying to feel what you're feeling, and I'm going to listen to what you have to say. And the way that I show that is by restating what you've said. So I'm not necessarily asking questions. I'm not giving you ideas or judging. I'm just showing you that I'm listening because I can repeat what you said in a different way. So what you're telling me is, blah, 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 blah.
And I wonder how many times we think that people are talking to us and they want advice. Like, do we have our value wrapped up in like, okay, I'm going to solve this for you, or I'm going to fix this for you? Whereas, honestly, oftentimes we just want somebody to listen to.
Right.
And or to listen to us, instead of thinking like, okay, I'm going to be the solution here.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of that might be in the context of which they're talking to you, where if it's a question they're asking versus they're just explaining, right? Yeah. So if they're talking about their workout, they don't want you to critique it, maybe.
Right.
Where you're like, oh, well, then maybe you should have. That's not why maybe they were saying that to you.
Yes.
They were just saying that today was a shit show. It was a train wreck from the beginning.
Yeah.
And
it happened.
They just want you to listen to the fact that happened. They don't really want you to tell. They know it went wrong.
Right. And that's being wrapped up in your own head, too, of what, so as a coach, we have our experience about what happened in class. And so, I'm observing somebody's pull-up and have ideas in my head about, I know what we can do for next time. But then, like, the movement they were really leaning into that day was the step-up. And so they come back to me after the workout and talk all about this step-up. And I almost, go right past all the things that are important in their mind about their workout. And I'm like, okay, well, I had this great idea about your pull-up. And then they're almost, back to demoralized. Like, man, I thought I was crushing those step-ups, and now I need to work harder on the pull-ups to do it next time. And it's like, that's not what I meant. Right. But honestly, if I would just relieve myself of all the things that are going on in my head, of, this expectation of, I need to give them the answer for next time and all of this, a lot of people just want to, celebrate the small win or commiserate the thing that didn't go well, but not in a bad way, just in, I need to be heard.
Right.
And
which is the essence of what we're talking about.
Can we just be better hearers?
Right. I don't hearers. Listeners.
It's breathing.
Oh, it's breathing. I haven't said that for a while. Yeah, I think just talking about this, because we didn't go down this avenue yesterday, but I do think that's a really, I'm learning from that, that what we're saying right now. Sometimes just listen to them.
Just listen.
You don't always have to be the person who knows the answer.
Yes. I feel,
Just let them talk.
And some of that is expectation. I feel a sense of responsibility to,
totally.
They came to me with this thing, I need to help.
Especially because I was insecure about doing this in the first place.
Yes.
So I've been trying to feel adequate and competent.
Yeah.
So then you go the other way where Sean, you better have an answer. They're walking towards you and they're going to say something, and you better have something coachy.
Yeah.
You better have something coachy.
Coachy.
I don't need to say that. I need that breedy, coachy.
Here,
that's yours. You can have that one.
You're like,
I don't want that
one at all.
All right, well, I'm going to go out and coach the hell out of these people for the next 45 minutes.
We're going to be done at 9:45 because I have plans.
I know, it's me. We're going out for brunch.
It's me.
And that's, okay. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? Don't rush to judgment. What I meant was, I'm involved in that. That doesn't sound much better.
I adore you.
We're going to get some grub.
Summer send-off.
We're
celebrating the end of summer.
And
back
for those
to school.
active followers, please note that I successfully completed week 2 of no drinking, in part because I knew people knew I was doing it, and it helped keep me accountable.
48. It is, yeah. So we do have to get going. We did not talk about break the chain.
That's okay. Still reading. Adams is president now, or Jefferson's president. Still reading. All right, I'm out of here.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
See you in a minute.
Yeah. Don't be late for class.
Pick up the other part of the video. We had